Even during the 7 years I was married, I always would pine for Angie. And I would go online and I'd check out her profile pictures and I would just stare at them.
Telling me this guy looked at his cousin and he said, "Damn girl, you're looking."
Before I would have to turn away and I just couldn't look at it anymore. It was just too painful. It was like looking at your true love, the woman you're supposed to be with, knowing that you can't have this person. It was torture.
I mean, what the fuck? What about your wife, dude? You know, the woman you married for 7 years. What about her?
One time, we went to visit each other. I brought my wife, she brought her ex-husband, and I just remember looking at this guy, and the first thought that came to my mind is, who is this clown? What is he doing here?
Who is this clown? The fuck do you mean? That's her husband, dude.
She's not with the right person. I'm looking at my ex-wife, and what am I doing?
Well, illegal, incestuous, and immoral.
Dr. Phil's getting right into the point, man. What the fuck? Illegal and highly immoral? Man, Dr. Phil's a savage.
First cousins, Angie and Michael, say no laws or opinions can keep them apart.
Maybe no laws can stop you, but your child looking like he has an extra chromosome might.
Those are some of the adjectives that are used in describing these kind of relationships in different states. Now, in fact, just 3 weeks ago, Angie and Michael left the state of Utah, tied the knot in Colorado. Take a look.
They're so determined to marry each other, they moved across another fucking state where it's legal to marry each other. That is some determination right there.
After we reconnected, we started messaging each other.
I was using love emojis, heart emojis, and he was saying, "I love you."
There was a lot of innuendo there, like, let's go to the hot tub, I can show you my house, no one will be there.
I asked if he was willing to kiss, and he said yes. I said, "With tongue?" And he said yes.
What the fuck? That's like one of those cringy high school texts that you send with your crush at like 6 a.m.
Yes, and so I was just elated. I couldn't believe that I was going to get the chance to kiss him.
This is pathetic. It's like girls talking about their crush. They're like,
"Oh, I'm finally gonna kiss him."
Came over to her apartment, and we kissed for at least 3 hours. It ended up escalating to a point where I can't really say, because I can't incriminate myself.
okay, let's just ignore what he said, but how can you kiss someone for 3 hours straight? Wouldn't you get bored of that? Damn, my God. How can you kiss someone for 3 hours? Wasn't his wife worried or something?
The state that I live in, Utah, it's actually illegal to have any kind of sexual relations with your first cousin.
I asked him if he would marry me, and he said, "In a heartbeat."
There are 19 states in which marrying your cousin is legal. Utah is not one of them.
Then fucking move, idiot. They're literally gonna get arrested, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, whoop-de-doo, I didn't know." Like, what the fuck? Why stay in the state where you're not allowed to have sexual relations with your cousin?
A Utah couple who are also first cousins has crossed state lines into Colorado to get married.
We're sitting there with the clerk, and she's typing up the marriage license, and she says, "Are you blood related?" We look at each other, and she says, "Yes."
And she stopped and kind of stared, and
I mean, what did you expect? I would have flipped my shit if I saw that. I'm surprised she didn't tell you to get the fuck out.
we said, "Well, we're first cousins. That's why we're here, coming from Utah." And she just said, "You're kidding me." This is our marriage license from Colorado.
Marriage certificate. Even on the marriage license, it says blood related? Yes. Relationship? First cousins.
Bing!
There we go.
We tied the knot.
We tied the knot. The knot is tied. We're crazy.
You better untie that shit right now. That's the only thing I'll ever agree with you on. You guys are crazy.
There was no sense of this is wrong. It felt right, and it felt like it needed to happen.
Being prosecuted and potentially arrested, that is a real concern, but I don't care. There's not a force great enough in this universe to keep me from Angie.
Actually, the only force that could possibly stop your retardedness is a fucking railgun.
Okay, so you're married in Colorado.
That's correct.
But you are residing in Utah. And you cannot get married in Utah because that's against the law there, correct?
Yes.
Does Utah recognize the Colorado marriage?
No.
So if you're cohabiting and having sexual relations in Utah, is that against the law in Utah?
I think what Dr. Phil is trying to say is, does Utah know that y'all fucking?
Utah.
It is.
Okay. So why are you going so public with all of this?
The only public thing that we did at the beginning, at the outset, was just put up the petition. That's all we did, was just a petition to get the law changed. Some local news person thought that this was newsworthy and posted it. And from that on, and that point on, then it became.
I mean, what did you expect? If you made a poster, did you not think that the news would catch on or something? If you made the poster and didn't want it to make it public, why did you make the poster in the first place?
Became public.
You did do the petition.
We did do the petition in the legal sense, but not in the to gain any social recognition or any kind of publicity or any fame.
And you did do the interview when they came out the house, because you didn't have to do that.
No, you're right. We thought that
said
might aid in
no.
the case. We could have.
Yeah.
Hold up, they didn't want it to go public, but they made an interview. They still did the interview? What the hell? Why would they do? They're so contradicting, it hurts my brain.
But in an attempt to try to garner support and get this issue out there, I thought of a similar thing. When they did the hand raising thing, I was like, let's go back in time about 60 years ago. And what if the question was asked, would it be okay to have an interracial marriage? Let's say someone's white, someone's black, and they were to get married, and we said, how do you feel about that? Do you feel okay with that? Well, 60 years ago, the majority of the people would have raised their hands no. But we've evolved. We've learned more.
I mean, if you think about it, this dude's kind of right, but that was 60 years ago, and now 99.9% of the people wouldn't have raised their hands, and they would have been okay with it. But now, 100% of the people would say no, they're not okay with cousins marrying.
More about how things work, and we're comfortable with that now. I kept thinking like everyone else, like maybe it's the genetic stuff. Well, no, because it turns out that it's the same consequences of a woman giving birth over 40 or at the age of 40. Would anyone say no to that? I don't think so. So what is it really? So I kept digging, and realized that it turned out to have everything to do with immigration. And 50 years from now, we'll realize that that's not a good enough reason to keep ethnic groups from proliferating and growing.
Of course, it ends on a cliffhanger. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Yeah, sub, guys. Hit the notification for more content. And, yeah, guys, I'll see you dudes later.
Bands, that's a check talking. Take all your pants. Bitch, ain't no time for talking. Want me do my dance. Pants in my pocket. Come and get your mans. Far up my rocket. Oh, bands, that's a check talking. Take all your pants. Bitch, ain't no time for talking. Want me do my dance. Pants in my pocket. Come and get